everyone, it's Joe Beauty 87 here, and today we're gonna finally get into the Pat McGrath. Which one is this? The Rose Decadence palette. It just says eyeshadow palette on it, so it's the Rose Decadence palette here. I got mine in the mail yesterday, I want to say. This is what the colors look like. I forgot to take the little plastic sheet out. Hold, please. Oh, this one doesn't just pop out like the other ones used to. I said to put in some work and get it out. There we go. Okay. This is what it looks like. I'm going to do some comparisons as well. I want to do more than one eye look, but it's like, you know, as long as we take me on eye looks and then I'll be talking a lot to y'all, I don't think it's a good idea. If you want to know what's on my lips, I have Deep Orchard by Pat McGrath. This in the holiday packaging. This is when Sephora had the sale on 4th of July. So this is the color, and then I just put the Divine Rose lip gloss over it. And that's how we got this lovely shade right here. I'm about to wipe it off my hand though, because it turned the wand that color when I put it over the lip gloss, obviously. But I want to get that off my hand before I end up smudging it on my cute little party dress I have on. I have on the La Mer foundation, the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, and then I put on like the Nabla and Fenty blush. So I have like Cool Berry on, and then I put Nabla's Independence like blush on top, and then I have the Charlotte Tilbury holiday highlighter she came out with. But I think she like re-released it, because from what I saw, somebody showed and they were like it was only in one shade. I'm like, that's the holiday shade, and it looks like she just brought it back like permanently. I don't know. I think what's the lady's name? And Jessica, the one I watch on Sundays with the what is it? New makeup releases going on Worcester. So no, I think she like posted about it or whatever. Well, how many 13s do I have? Because this is a 13. Oh no, sorry, this is a 14. This is a 13. Okay. I'm just trying to grab all the brushes I think I might possibly need, because as usual, I did not pull them out like, you know, a prepared beauty guru does. But I mean, like, we know I'm not professional about this at all, so let's not pretend like I am. All right. I'm trying to find a number 2 refer to put the color on the lid, and then we can get started. Oh, there you are. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. I was thinking maybe we could use the majority of the shades in here, because obviously we have to use this to darken the outer V. We're going to dust this over the one we use to darken the outer V. Of course, we're most likely putting this one on the lid, but I'm thinking about topping it with maybe like this one right here. And then another time we can just do a combination of this right here. And then I'm going to combine these with the, obviously, the original Divine Rose, and then the Divine Rose too, because I just feel like I need to use the Sextrovert and this palette together. I feel like it's just going to be amazing. So matter of fact, let me take these out the packaging now, since we're going to have to swatch these at the end. And then we'll start on the actual eye look that we're going to do with the palette that we have before us. So I'll just basically twist some tops of these open. And then I want to compare these to a couple of other palettes I have that are like mauve toned. I forgot to bring the Huda Beauty New News with me. My bad, I meant to do that and compare it to this one. Even though I feel like they don't have that many shades. But I was like, since I have it, I should have brought it. I just didn't think about it as I was rushing out of my house. Believe it or not, I have the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, what is it, Instant Eye Palette. I ended up finding it on Net-a-Porter for like $34. So it was like 50% off. So I was like, I guess we can give her another chance for 50% off. I mean, it was 50% off. Jeez. Don't judge me too hard. We're going to go in with this shade to start off with. What is the name of that? Hold, please. The name of that one is Hedonistic Rose. Yeah, that's the darker shade's name. Hedonistic Rose. Then we're going to put Peach Dusk on top, which is that peachy shade I showed you. Okay, Fuchsia Flame, of course, has to go on the lid. And then we might put a little bit of Pink Champagne on top of that. Or maybe we'll put a little bit of Scandalous on top of that and just do Golden Honey in the inner corner. That's the champagne-y shade. I'm going to try to use all 6 shades. We'll see how well that goes. But yeah. And all this just to go to Portillo's and pick up, you know, some Italian beef and cheese fries. They'll be like, ma'am, did you really need to do all this for that? Yes, I did. I'm actually really liking this La Mer foundation today, and y'all know I usually don't really care about it either way, but I think it actually looks pretty decent today. Some people will be like, yes, it's blending like a dream as usual, but of course it is. It came from Mother. I am so excited and happy for Andrea Renee. I was trying to watch her video early before this one started, but I didn't get a chance to finish it. But she had a video sponsored in part by Pat McGrath. I was like, won't he do it, Lord? And she's like, I never thought I'd see today. I'm like, I thought I'd see today. You know, like, I thought I'd see the day for it. So it's like, even if she didn't think it, I knew eventually Pat McGrath was going to get to her. Like, you know, especially since Jackie always talks about her and she always does sponsor videos with Jackie. Plus, I mean, it's good to reach out to some new people because people get tired of seeing the same old people after a while. It's like, yeah, that's cute that you did this video with so-and-so, but you always doing videos with so-and-so. Like, get somebody new. So I'm appreciating the fact that brands are finally starting to get somebody new because we're tired of seeing all the 3 million, 4 million people. Oh, you did a collab with this person for like the 50th side. For example, ColourPop. Get somebody new. We love Kathleen Lights. I mean, we do. Don't ever get it twisted. It's just, I'm tired of seeing 12 palettes of Kathleen when there's 5 million other creators out here. Like, for example, that girl Shade. I don't know why they just don't go ahead and give her a collection. Like, she forever pushing your stuff, doing whole swatch parties and all that. I mean, Jackie Aina talked about this too, but I'm like, I definitely feel like they need to just go ahead and give her a collection. Every time you look up, she pushing their stuff. If she always pushing your stuff, clearly she's a stan. Just give her, you know, give her her little moment to shine and let her have her collab with y'all like y'all do with all these other 5 million influencers and random people I don't know who they are or care about. Like, just give it to somebody I at least know. Because I saw that her little bundle that she had made with them, just of the stuff that they already had out, sold out before everybody else. That tells you that her fans and stans will go and buy a palette if you give her a whole palette. So just give the woman the goddamn palette already. What is the problem? I'm sorry I'm on this random rant, y'all, but it was like when, I know I went off on a whole random tangent, but it's like, that's how I feel. Like, sometimes I'm like, all these people do all this stuff for you. They ride for your brand like this. And it's not like she don't have followers to back her. I could see if she was like me and like really enjoyed your stuff, bought a whole bunch of your stuff, always talked about your stuff, but like didn't have the followers. But it's like, the woman has the followers on top of it. So it's like, just give her the damn collab. What is the problem? She even said Kathleen Lights reached out to her when she first started out in makeup to ask her for tips on being on YouTube. So clearly, you know, like, she is influential. Just give the woman a collab already. I'm tired of seeing the same 12 people. Oh, everybody keep Mel Thompson in your prayers too. She was talking about how she was having seizures and stuff. Of course, I follow her. That's why we reviewed her palette as well. I'll try to see if I can link it up here. I'm not at home and I'm not going to be at home till Tuesday, so the link shouldn't be up there anytime soon. But since it's one of my more recent videos, it shouldn't be that hard to find or that far up if you can't find it. I don't know how I'm feeling about the light color being up here in the front instead of, you know, like it being fully dark. I don't know. I feel like it looks kind of weird, but, you know, it's already there, so we're just going to leave it. It's too late. It's too late to turn back now. I believe I'm falling in love. I'm just kidding. I'm going to take the refer number 2 now. That was the ref. I used the number refer 15, 13. And now we're going to take the number 2 to put this lovely purple on the lid. I'm thinking maybe we'll just put the purple toward the back and then we can put the copper toward the front to go with that little situation I just talked about. Y'all, I'm doing the total opposite of all stuff I said I was going to do. I'm like, I'm just over here doing too much, as usual. And look at that. Yes, I'm here for this vibe. Well, I'm killing it with these palettes. And then I'm just going to put the copper color in front of this one. And I might put a little peachy shade on top of that. Or the pinky champagne one. Or maybe I'll just mix both those together and put them on in the inner corner. And that's how we'll, you know, hook that up. Then I'm going to take the purple and just put it on the lower lash line. Since I told y'all, since I had the whole week off, I can actually do full, you know, like eye looks with mascara and everything. By the end of next week, y'all, I'm like, what in the world? And then it's going to go back to just, you know, lid and that's it. And then y'all probably going to be like, oh. Well, you know. While I can do it, I am going to do it. So today is Pat McGrath's day. Tomorrow will be Juvia's Place day. And then, what is it? Thursday. And then Sunday will be, I don't know who today that's going to be. Probably the Artist Couture Caliente ballad. And then Monday, I can just do like random brands and whatever other content I feel like doing. I feel like if I sprayed this and put it on, it would be more foily. So I might do that later. I don't know. Or we might do it to one eye just to see. I'm going to actually flip this brush over and then we're going to take that copper one and put it in the front. Because I already got enough brushes washed just for the face. What we not about to do is bring up 533 million brushes. Now I have more of these brushes. I'm just like, I just don't feel like trying to wash 1 million brushes, so we ain't doing it. I get my Lily voice. This what we doing today. So, I mean, I guess I'm okay with it. I don't like the way that peachy looking shade is on my lid, because I feel like it has faded away completely. Do y'all see it anymore? Because I felt like it looked really ashy when I put it on, and now it has just disappeared. I don't know what's going on with it, but I'm thinking I might just end up putting the purple on top of it, because I don't like the way that looks on its own. I should have followed my first mind and like dusted it over. But now I know, don't try to use that alone, because it's not a vibe for me. Or maybe I should have used a different base, because see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it just disappeared and now it just looks ashy over there, and we're not about the ashy life. And if it happens, we don't do it purposely. So I just flipped the brush back over. Now we're putting the purple back over to blend those two together. And I'm like, since this is a 6-pan palette, I feel like it's easy to just use all the colors. So that's why I was like, we just gonna use them all. I'm gonna go back in with the purple for right now though, and kind of put it toward the front, since that peach color isn't doing anyone my skin tone any favors. I feel like it legit just disappeared. But Mother knows everybody needs a color in the palette for them, and this would be too dark for her medium and light lovely, so that's why she put that peachy shade in there, and that's just too dark for me, so I have to dust it over the way I normally would have anyway. So I think we might just go ahead and do that too. I don't know. What's my number 15? From Refer, I'm gonna dust over this, and I definitely think I'm gonna like spray the brush and try to put each color on, because I mean, it's a nice little wash of sparkle, but you know, I want more pizzazz in your face type sparkle, as we all know. Let me swatch this peach shade and see what it's looking like. And then I'm gonna swatch the gold one next to it. So that's the gold. And then I think I'm gonna swatch a little bit of pink and swatch on top of the gold and see how I feel about that, because that's what I was thinking for the inner corner. So yeah, I'm thinking that for the inner corner, so that way we don't have to dab the pink on top of what we got going on now. Even though I think the pink might look a little cool on top of this orange, we'll see. For right now, I'm gonna take a pencil brush and go on the lower lash line to hook that whole situation up. So, pencil brush, where are you, darling? Here we go. I'll take this one from Kaleidos, the S5. Start putting that on the bottom lash line. Now, I don't have a plum eyeliner pencil, and I don't think I bought one from home. I don't think, because I think I packed some pencils to bring with me. I'm not sure. Wait, no, I think I have the plum one from what do you call it? Persona Cosmetics here, so I might be able to stick that in there. I would prefer more of a like rosy purple, or the alkaline from Urban Decay. That would be a really good one that I would use with this Eyelook to, you know, make it even more smoky and vampy. But I left that one at home because it's my favorite, and I dare not want to forget and leave it here for when I do actually just go out and do my makeup without making a video, which is extremely rare, but you know, it does happen. And sometimes after I get done making videos and I decide not to make another video, I just put it on then, so. I'm just connecting them together, as you can see. Take that 15 again and dust up underneath here. And around there. Okay. So now we're going to take the inner corner color, which is... I'm going to put these back in the wrong container. See, that's why I don't like pulling this out. Okay. We're going to start off with the gold one underneath, and then we'll just put the pink one on top of it. So, the gold's going to go in the inner corner first. Not that the gold doesn't look nice, it's just, you know, mother always puts some gold in there. So I'm like, when I see another color besides gold, I most likely would use that just because she always got some gold somewhere. It was so funny. Mel Thompson was like, enough with the gold. I'm tired of gold. I'm like, thank you, girl. I thought it was just me. Because I'm like, I know everybody's likes McGrath palettes and she uses like to put a lot of gold in them. I like her palettes too, but I always be irritated because I'm like, it's like 12 golds. Why is there so much gold? Why are you doing this? Like, I love mother, but why is it so gold? Just why? Like, I want to know what's up with her and gold. Does she secretly want to have the Midas touch? Like, everything she touches turns to gold? Because it's like, she forever using gold in the palette job. And I just be like, look, mother. Like, do we need to have an intervention? Do we need to talk? Because you're just doing a little too much gold for me. So now, I'm going to take the purple and spray on the brush. I swear, y'all, that's the last of what we're going to do for this. And then we're finally going to get into, you know, and we're going to take the Fenty spray to do that. What in? Oh, crap, y'all. I cracked my Fenty spray because I was like, it's a whole bunch missing because it was full. And now it's like, but it fell early. And I guess the bottle was that sensitive to where, like, I've lost almost all my Fenty spray. So I'm going to have to wait till the sale on my birthday to buy another one because I'm not about to buy another one now. This stuff is not cheap. We're just going to use what's in here and finish it up. But I am kind of in mourning because I'm like, I rarely got to use it as it was. So as you can see, the purple is more amplified now. I'm glad I looked at it. And I hope I don't have a huge mess to clean up now that I have found out it is fallen. Yeah, look at that purple. Look at it. Girl. If you try to tell me I don't look cute, no one's listening, please leave a message at the tone. No one will return your call. Just absolutely no one will return it because, you know, you're lying and you're jealous. And it's fine, but, you know, we're not going to take that kind of negativity in our lives. But, yeah, I knew that thing felt awfully soft. Now I'm feeling some type of way. I'm quite upset. But at least you know, don't try to drop this. Because if you, I mean, I didn't try to drop it, but you know what I mean. Like, if you drop this, girl, it's a wrap. This plastic will bust on you easily. And you should be out here like me sad because, you know, now you ain't got no Fenty spray. Yes. Amplify the colors times 10. Yes. Now this is the kind of sparkle I wanted the first go round, so. Y'all, I was happy till I found out my Fenty spray had busted. Now is my whole mood just changed. Because it's like, I could have ordered it during the sale that they was just doing now. But my mom does have a card and she doesn't ever use. So I might just, if I really want it back that bad, I'll probably just go ahead and order it there. But I can't necessarily say I do want it back that bad. So is this wet up here? Or has it just been leaking off the side or what? Because it's like, where did it go? Seriously. Is it dripping all over the floor? I'm trying to figure out where it is because it's not up there where I left it sitting with the rest of my things. So I don't know what's going on with that. But anyway, now it's finally get down to all the swatches. I still feel like it's not giving me the super exciting pop I want. So I'm thinking about using this Ritualistic Rose quad and adding some sparkle there. Because I'm like, I know this is sparkly for sure. Like, this is just super awesome sparkly. Look at that. Look at that. Tell me that's not super awesome sparkly. So I think I'm going to take this shade right here and just, oh yes, look at this. Yes. Yes. Now, this is what I want, some extra sparkly goodness. So the palette is more dulled down, but with that, yeah, yes, girl. Let's take the other part that's on my hand. And it probably helps that I wet those shadows to give this something to adhere to, because I have not put on any glitter glue. As y'all saw, I literally just opened this palette. I was like, yeah, let's put it on my eyeballs. Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted right there. Now the eye look is complete. So y'all got a palette mashup in addition to seeing a regular from this palette. You're welcome. I'm gonna start off with the purple shades to see how they compare in this palette. So these are the purples, as you can see, they are not the same at all. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch them. So the first one I swatched was Ritualistic Rose, and the second one I'm swatching is Rose Decadence. So Ritualistic Rose and Rose Decadence. As you can see, they are not exactly the same color, but I feel like they're giving a good amount of, you know, well, obviously the Ritualistic Rose is really standing out just because it has those extra, you know, it's a special shade. So it's gonna hit different and pop different than the other one. Let me swipe both these off my hands because we got a lot of swatches to get into. And I'm praying to God this video isn't over 30 minutes. But realistically, I'm sure it will be because I have to swatch all 3 palettes together and then compare the the new Juvia's Place pinks and possibly the mauves to this palette, in addition to the berries, because there's like 3 Juvia's Place palettes I feel like might be similar to this. Let me grab those 2 right now. Thank goodness I left them sitting on the side of me because, like I said, I was planning on doing this video tomorrow. So I had all the palettes sitting out because that is one thing I keep prepared, the palettes and stuff. Now, brushes pulled out in timely fashion, we see absolutely not. Let me see, do any other colors I feel like look similar? Well, we can do the 2 golds just because, you know, like I was just discussing, mother one put gold and everything, and I'd be like, look, mother, I'm not necessarily feeling the gold. So these are the 2 golds. Okay, so this is the Ritualistic Rose, and then this is the Rose Decadent. So I feel like they don't look the same. Like the Rose Decadence looks different than the Ritualistic Rose looks different than the Rose Decadent. It's too many roses, child. I just can't. Okay, so we're gonna put the quad away, and then we're gonna go into the eyeshadow palette now. What palette? We're gonna go into Divine Rose, the first one, against the Decadent now, and see what we can find that is similar. Because I'm like, I feel like if you got enough of it to this, like, do you really need all of this? I don't think you do. So this is my Divine Rose. I don't see that much in this one in comparison to this one. I'm going to swatch the purples, even though I know they're not going to be similar, because one is going to be darker than the other one. One's going to be shimmery and one's more satiny. Like, you see, those do not look the same at all. Let's see. We do Divine Rose and then Rose Decadent. So that's the Divine Rose shade, and then that's Rose Decadent. Let me see. What is the Divine Rose shade's name? The shade I just swatched was Rose Dusk against Fuchsia Flame. So that's the name of those 2 shades. Is there anything else? I'll swatch this dark brownish shade against, well, I don't feel like we even need to swatch that one. Let me see. Is there anything else we can swatch in here? I'll swatch the copper against this like dual chromey shade, even though I feel like it's not gonna be the same, but you know, since we're here. What shade is that? And what shade is this? So I just swatched VR Rose Venus against, what is that one called? Scandalous. So I'm going VR. Yeah, these aren't the same at all. Like, this is the VR Rose Venus, I believe it was called, and then this is Scandalous. So they don't look the same at all. In the pan, it has a dual chromey shift though, so I wasn't sure if it was or not. So I was like, just to be safe, we're gonna swatch it. But nah, sis, they ain't the same at all. So those are only 2 I feel like really look similar here. I guess we can swatch both the golds as usual, just because, you know, there's gold in every palette the mother makes. And what is the name of this gold? It's Refined Gold 002. So we're going to Refine Gold 002 against Golden Honey. And this is Refined Gold 002, and that's Golden Honey. So, again, they're not looking exactly the same. We're going to wipe those swatches off and go on to the next palette so we don't get confused on which palette is what. And by we, I mean me. So, while I let my hand dry, I'll put this one up and go on to the next palette. Just put that over there for now. Because we still got like, what is it? 4 more palettes to go after this one. So yeah, we definitely won't pass 30 minutes. But you know, I'm trying to help you as far as if you already have this one, which is the 2, if you really need this 3rd one. I feel like you might not, but you know, whatever. I got both of them here, so we're gonna swatch both of them. Okay. What's the name of this shade? That one and this one. So I swatched what is it? Skin Show Rose Opal against Pink Champagne. So this is the Skin Show Rose Opal, and this is Pink Champagne. And then next I'm going to take this, well, I can take both these purples against Fuchsia Flame. So what's that? And this, even though I don't think any of them will be the same, like at all, just even swatch them. And they feel different. And they all look different. That one definitely absolutely not. Yeah, none of these look the same, but you know, I have already swatched them, so it's too late. I have swatched Eleganza, Divine Dusk. So I have Eleganza, Divine Dusk, and then you all know this is Fuchsia Flame, which is on my eyes right now. And as you can see, none of them look the same. So yeah, there's a coppery shade in this one though that looks like it could be similar to something, but I have a feeling it's not going to be exactly the same because Mother has a tendency not to do that. The only thing I feel like that could be consistently duped would probably be the golds. So I just took that shade, and let's take, oh, I forgot to swatch the other fuchsia shade in here against Fuchsia Flame, but we'll get to that in a second. So yeah, these don't look the same at all. Like this is Scandalous, and then this one is called, what is the name of that one? Bronze Rose 005. So we're gonna do Bronze Rose 005, and then we'll do Scandalous. I don't know why, they just made me think of recess when the ass used to go Scandalous. That's what I thought of, says these two right here. And last, well, I get two more things to swatch. I'm gonna swatch the gold, and I'm gonna swatch this pink shade against Fuchsia Pink, even though I don't think they're gonna match very well. And then, well, I mean, there's a peachy shade that's similar to the matte. Oh, it's a couple of mattes in here that's similar too. So I'll do the matte separately. I'm trying to get all the shimmers out the way first. So we'll take Fuchsia Flame, and then what's the name of you? Fuchsia Flame and Rose Seduction. So Rose Seduction. So this is Rose Seduction, and this is Fuchsia Flame. As you can see, there's, to me, this one actually looks more fuchsia than this one. To me, this looks a little more violety purple, but you know, mixed in with a little bit of fuchsia perhaps, but to each his own. And the last one I'm gonna swatch is the gold, even though I can look at it and tell they're not gonna be similar at all, but we're just gonna do it because we're here. So let's take the Golden Honey, and what's the name of the gold in this palette that looks nothing like the other one? Gold Lust 001. So Gold Lust 001, and then Golden Honey. Gold Lust 001, and so it's Gold Lust 001 and then Gold Honey. As you can see, they don't look the same either. So let's swatch all these shimmers off my, let's wipe all these shimmers off my arm, and then we'll get into the two mattes, and then we'll start on the Charlotte Tilbury and this palette, and then we'll do the all the Juvia's Place palettes and this palette, and then we'll finally be done. I know, right? I feel like I've been sitting here swatching forever, child. Yeah, so this shade looks like it's gonna be lighter than that one. I was correct. And then this one, I don't know, the new palette feels a little grittier and the other ones feel smoother. Maybe it's just me, but when I swatch into it, it feels gritty. Okay, so I swatched Extreme Burgundy and Naked Blush against Peach Dusk and Hedonist Rose. So this is, I think it's Deep Burgundy, and this is Peach Dusk. Sorry, this is Peach Dusk, and this is what else that one's called? Naked Blush. So these are the mattes against each other. As you can see, they still don't look the same. I feel like the matte and the newer one, which is this one right here, Peach Dusk, looks a little different than this one, which is Rose Blush. And then as you can see, this is Burgundy, and that one's more of a, like, I guess fuchsia's or dark berry type shade. So we have swatched everything in this palette. Now let's get on to Charlotte. God, y'all, I swear I feel like I've been swatching forever. I don't understand how to be doing all these swatches. Lord have mercy. And then my fingers all stained up. So I'm trying to make sure I get all that off. So I have actually not used this palette on my eyes. I literally just got it in the mail like a couple of weeks ago, but I was just like, I don't, if y'all know, I'm not really excited about this. I don't even know why I ended up buying this. I think it's because it's 50% off, and you know, everybody still hypes her up, even though I feel like it's not that great. But I want to try some more of the mattes because I only tried that one blue matte from her. I literally haven't tried anything else matte. So I was like, maybe if I try this one and I like the mattes in it, I'll like her a little bit better. So let's see what we got in here. The darkest shade she has in here doesn't necessarily match this. I'm gonna take the darkest like berry toned matte and compare it to the other one. And since hers don't have like names, we're just gonna say I got this from the Dream side, and then this is obviously the darkest shade in Pat McGrath. So I'll show y'all the other darkest shade I was talking about, even though you saw it when I held it up. It's just like a chocolatey brown shade, so it's not necessarily gonna match what we got going on here either. And it feels weird because I'm swatching the palette before I'm actually putting it on my eyes, and y'all know I don't do stuff like that. But I was like, since we here, as you can see, this is more chocolate brown. This is a fuchsia-ish type shade, and this is the Pat McGrath shade, so they don't match. And this one came from the Dream part, and this one came from the Date part. Okay, what we got next? I don't think I have, well, I have something to kind of match the peach one, but it's a lighter peach than would work for my skin tone. I feel like the darker peach in this palette doesn't work for me anyway, but we're gonna go ahead and swatch it because we're here. So this is from the Desk part, and then this is from Pat McGrath. So we'll do Pat McGrath first. And then we'll do Charlotte. So that's Charlotte and that's Pat. As you can see, both of them I feel like look ashy on my skin tone. But I wouldn't recommend using either one of those shades unless you're gonna dust it over the eye like I normally do with stuff like that. But I feel like it's too dark. The shimmers, a lot of them don't look the same either. Like, let's see. Well, I got one to compare from the Day part. It actually feels really smooth and nice compared to Mother's. Mother's feels, like I told y'all, a little chalky. So I'm gonna do Mother first. And then we'll do... Okay, so these are the two shades. I told you all it came from the Day part. So this is, if I remember correctly, this is Charlotte Tilbury, and this is Mother. Is there any more shades in here? I'm gonna try to do one for the purple one, and then the one for the, she doesn't have one in here for the gold because hers is actually strictly just, you know, mauve tones. So I'm gonna take Fuchsia Flame, which of course you know is my favorite, and then we're gonna take another color from the Dream part, even though they don't look exactly the same, but that's Fuchsia Flame, and then this is from, so this is from the Dream part of the Charlotte Tilbury palette, and this is Fuchsia Flame. Okay, y'all, with the home stretch, we just need to touch the Juvia Place palettes, and then we'll be good. I'm glad I didn't bring the what do you call it, the what's that palette? The hooded one, because I feel like we'd be sitting here for like 40 minutes just for me swatching all this stuff. But the Eyelook did take a little bit longer, but that's because I kept adding stuff onto it. So yeah, that's probably my fault. Throw that over there. So we have the berries. I feel like some of the colors in here are actually going to be pretty similar. I have not tried the mauve on my eyes, so I'm really being good by showing it to y'all at all. I don't feel like this one is gonna work that well with that one, so I don't know if we're gonna swatch anything in there. And then I thought the pinks was gonna look good, but now looking at this palette like up close, having it in my hands, I don't think it's gonna work that well either. But this is what the pinks look like. See, I feel like this one is way too bright for this palette, so we're gonna leave that one alone too. So pinks. The mauves I feel like might be a little bit better, but not by a lot, because a lot of the shades in here are, well, more muted. But I feel like this one might be a good one for Fuchsia Flame, so we might do that. But we're going to start off with this one right here, since that's the one that's on my lap. I'm gonna swatch this shade. Let me swatch Fuchsia Flame. So the Juvia's Place one has a dual chrome situation going on to it. So this is the Juvia's Place one from the Berries palette, and then this is Fuchsia Flame, which I actually think looks really nice. I'm gonna take the matte from this one and the matte from the Pat McGrath one, and they both have the same texture to them. They're like gritty-ish type texture. So we're gonna do Mother, and then we'll do Juvia's last. So this is Mother's and this is Juvia's when it comes to the I think that's it. We can swatch this darker red shade or this reddish berry shade at the bottom against the copper one, even though I feel like they're not gonna, you know, give the same effect. But since we're here, I figured we might as well try it out. So this one, and then this one. See, they don't look exactly the same, but I was like, yeah, so we're gonna swatch it. So we're gonna do Mother first, and then Juvia's Place last. So as you can see, that's way more red and that's way more copper. So those are the ones I feel like might be similar. If you have that one, I guess we'll swatch one of the mattes too, because there's like this pinkish berryish type matte in here that I feel like might, and I mean might, be a better dupe for someone my skin tone when it comes to that peachy shade, because I feel like that shade is just not working for anybody look like me at all. So we're gonna swatch that one again. We'll do Mother first, and then we'll do Juvia after that. So I like this tone in the Juvia's one obviously better than this one, because as you can see, every time I swatch it, it doesn't change. It just looks ashy. So there's that. So I'm gonna wipe all those off and close this up, and then I will try a couple of tones in the mauve palette from Juvia's Place, and then we should be done. So put that over there. Try to let my hand and my fingers dry. Let's wipe the rest of this off. And it's hurt my soul because I'm like, I'm about to swatch this palette. I haven't put it on my eyes yet, and I gotta use it tomorrow on my eyes, and I'm just, y'all don't understand. It hurt my soul when I have to do stuff like this. This one and this one. Yeah, Mother's is much lighter than that one. And then we'll do Fuchsia Flame. And this one right here. Okay, so I'm going to swatch Mother first, and then Juvia's Place. Again, Mother first, and then Juvia's Place. Okay, so these are the tones. This is Mother's palette, then Juvia's Place, then Fuchsia Flame, and Juvia's Place purple shade I showed you also. I think I swatched one more shade. It's like a matte shade in here. I know it's not gonna most likely match it at all, but I like, since I'm here and I'm already spending almost 40 minutes swatching, we might as well swatch it. How about that? So, okay, let me go ahead and get that one. So, swatch. It's called Peach Dusk, and then I'm gonna take it against that lighter mauvish pink shade. So again, Mother first, and then this. So as you can see, that shade is more berry tone, and this one, it has more of like a satiny shift to it. But these are all swatches I have from all the palettes I have here. I mean, we could swatch the dupe palette from what you call it if you want, but I think I might just go on Instagram and do that, because I'm like, I gotta do an eye look for this palette on Instagram anyway. So we're gonna go ahead and just hook that up there and not waste any more of your time, because I feel like we've been here long enough, since this video is like about to be like 39 minutes long once I add the intro and outro most likely. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.